Well, hello world, it's Lou Ann Pyatt. Welcome to my kitchen. Happy Thanksgiving to you. It is about, well, it's 20 after 10 a.m. And we're checking our apple butter. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Doesn't he look tasty? We've got a couple hours, about an hour and a half to go. Look at that steam. While it's supposed to cook, while it's open. For a couple of hours, I've added the vanilla. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks so good. So that's where we're at with the apple butter. And then the other thing I'm going to do here, I don't want my phone close to the heat, so let's move this way. I am going to roast a butternut squash. So I think I have done this before, like once, roasted a butternut squash. It's not something I cook a lot, but I'm going to make butternut squash risotto, which is a rice dish. It is also a dairy-free kind of casserole. So that's why I'm making it. I've never made risotto before, so please pray for me that this will turn out because it's actually for somebody else. So here we have my cutting board. Here we have butternut squash, and I've got my oven on 425, which is pretty high because this is what you do. All right, so here you go. If you've not seen a butternut squash, I don't know. There it is. I haven't eaten it before. I think, like I said, I think I made it once, maybe. But then I've eaten it more than once, but somebody else's house. Of course, they have to stick a sticker on it. Thank you so much. I got to figure out how to get this sticker off. Look at this. There we go. One more piece. Love when they stick stickers on produce. I guess they have to do it. Now let me wash it real fast. Because they get to the cashier and they're like, what is this? The cashiers to go check out all the produce so they know what it all is. Okay, so what you're supposed to do. There he is. Isn't he pretty? Okay. So what we're supposed to do here. Oops, I'm knocking everything over here. Why are we falling over? Quit doing that. All right, let me read my recipe here. And it says, you are going to cut the round part, cut off the round part and slice in half lengthwise. Okay, so you're going to cut it in half that way, and then we're going to have that way. Okay, so let's see if I can do that. Not sure how, I don't remember how difficult these are to cut. Somehow I'm thinking it's not going to be that easy. Oh, here we go. I'm looking for a knife. I don't know how sharp this knife is either, but I do kind of want to sharpen the knife. Let's see if that'll make it easier. Hold on here. And plug in my little can opener. It has a knife sharpener on the back. There's my arm. That's exciting. I am reaching across the camera. Alright, there we go. At least maybe it'll help a little bit. Who knows? And let me wash the knife off real quick. Okay. Alright, now. It says cut the round part off, which is the bottom. It's not too bad. It's not the worst thing I've ever done. Okay, yeah, it's not that hard. It's not super easy, but there we go. And then you're going to cut it in half this way. Scoop out the seeds, and then lay these pieces flat and roast it in the oven. Okay. Sometimes the bulb part at the bottom is a lot bigger around than the top. I kind of got one that was a little even, which is good. Maybe that'll cook more evenly. Okay, there we go. Look how pretty it is inside. I'm going to cut off the stem. Maybe I'm going to cut off the stem. My stem is really hard. Maybe I'm not going to cut off the stem. I just thought it would be easier to... Yeah, it says no. Okay, so let's just do this. You would think the other part would be harder to do. But no, it's this one. Is the knife gets stuck. That's what's hard. There, we're almost there. It's not going to be perfectly even, but it's going to be what it is. It's going to be what it is. almost through. Oh, it gets stuck in the middle so bad. There we go. I gotta be gaining on it. There, that went through. There we go. Ta-da! Look how pretty. Okay, so this doesn't have any seeds, see, so we don't have anything to scoop. Maybe a little spot there. Okay, get me a little bag here. Little trash bag. And then we'll get a spoon and scoop out these seeds. Okay. And I'm just going to do it over the bag. In the bag. There we go. Because it's just going to fall apart. So let's let it fall apart in the bag. There we go. So slippery, I can't hold on to it. There we go. Just cut that right there. It doesn't want to go. This sounds super easy. So slippery though, it's hard to hang on to it. Okay. Guess we could take these seeds and plant us some more, huh? I think this really grows here in Florida though. Kind of a northern squash, I believe. Okay, so there's that. I did add about another half a cup of sugar to the butternut, not butternut, to the apple butter because it was not very sweet. And it's supposed to be like sweet like preserves, you know, jam or preserves. So I sweetened it a little more. Let's go ahead and just cut that part right through. And once we get this done, we're kind of ready to put this in the oven. I'm also ready to start cooking my carrots. Ooh. So I've got 2 carrots going today. One that are creamed carrots. And then I'm also going to make some honey glazed carrots for the dairy-free version, which is really good too. Sometimes I have those honey glazed carrots all the time. They're quicker and easier to make actually. Okay. Oops, there we go. All right, there we are. There's our butternut squash. All so pretty. And get all this bag picked up. It's just, I said, it's kind of so sticky. My little trash bag. Okay, here we go. Here's our pieces. I imagine everybody's busy getting stuff ready for Thanksgiving today. Now, we're not having lunch Thanksgiving. We're having supper Thanksgiving. Because some of the family is going somewhere else for lunch. So we're meeting, and that's fine. It doesn't matter to me either way. So let's go to my recipe. And what it says to do, preheat the oven, okay. Cut the long part where I sliced it. Cut it in half lengthwise, remove seeds. Okay. Line a rim baking sheet. I've done that. Lightly oil and place the squash on it. Cut side down. So I'm going to oil it. So I'm just going to put some, oh, this isn't open. Let me open this oil. That might help. Doesn't work too well. This is a brand new one. Work too well, it's not open. This is just some coconut oil. Could use any oil you want because it does not say what to use. It just says oil it. Again, this is one of these that's tougher than my fingernails are. I'm gaining on it though. So I can get, it's hard to do this because it's slick with oil. There, got it off. So then, let's do this. Now we have a nice little brush. So let's put some oil on my brush, kind of. There we go. Try not to make too big a mess. So we're just oiling this. You know, it doesn't say to put salt and pepper on it, but I think I'm going to. Let's put a little something on it. Let's oil the sides too. All right, there we go. Put this aside. See, I just think I'm going to put salt and pepper on it. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. I'm actually going to put hot shot pepper, which is black pepper mixed with cayenne pepper. Then I'm going to put it face down on my baking sheet right here. There we are. Move my cutting board down. So that's what you do right there. My hands are orange now. My oven is ready, so let me read real quick again what it says to do. Then we're going to be done with this part. It says, bake for about 35 minutes until it's pierced with the forks, not completely mushy. Remove from the oven, let cool to the touch, and then we're going to peel it and chop it into bite-sized pieces. Okay, so it's going to go in the oven for 35 minutes. That's what we're doing right here. So easy peasy. Okay, let me set that timer. And again, that's on 425, that oven. So it's pretty hot. Just typically what you do, I think, to roast vegetables. Okay, so then I'm also going to start now my carrots. So here we have the ones I'm going to make into glazed carrots and the ones I'm going to make into creamed carrots. So I have two different pots of them. So let's put in some water and some salt. Carrots take a lot of salt. So you're just going to cover them with water and boil them about 10 minutes. So they're kind of tender. So let me go ahead and take that pan. Okay, there we go. Covered with water. And then the same for this one. I could have cooked them together and divided them later, but I didn't. So the big pan has 3 pounds of carrots. I even cut this one a little different, just so it'd be different. And that's 1 pound of carrots. Because most people are going to eat the cream carrots. Well, I think. We're going to find out, huh? All right, so there's them covered with water. Put those on the stove as well. Covered. Bring them to a boil. Boil for about 10 to 15 minutes, just depending on whenever they get tender. There we go. All right, so that is all we're going to do for now. Let me check my list. Okay, so I should be back at noon, which is about an hour and a half. I'm going to go, I still have to like wash my face and, you know, kind of get ready a little bit. And then I'm going to come back about noon and we're going to puree this apple butter. And until then, I'm just going to get everything kind of, I don't know why this oil is like leaking. But it is. It's getting all over my counter. And I will see you again soon. And thank you for joining me. Oh, here, let me show you real quick. didn't see the finished sour cream pound cake. Oh my goodness. Here he is. Ooh. Just love on him. He's so good. I'll see y'all later. Bye.